It's high school volleyball on your home for local high school sports. 99 The Wave. I'm John Mullen coming to you from South Hardin High School tonight. It's some non-conference action to get the season started. South Hardin playing host to Iowa Falls-Alden as the fall sports season is finally here in full swing. And tonight, two Hardin County opponents will square off with bragging rights on the line in their first and only meeting of the season. It's been a long off season, and now it's time to get back into the swing of things. So South Hardin enters this year off of a 26-9 season, which included a Class 2A state tournament appearance last year. But they're looking to make up some ground after the graduation of several big-time playmakers into all-state selections, including Ava Salvo and Allie Sheldall, who graduated last year. Emma Mintier is likely to be a focal point of the offense, being the leading returning kill leader. On the other side, Iowa Falls-Alden has had some down years so far in this decade, but they're looking to turn it around after a 5-25 year last season. With many experienced players, this team is likely to take a step forward. They'll put their preseason work to the test here on the road against an always strong South Hardin program. This will be the fourth straight year that these teams will have met to begin the season. South Hardin has swept all those meetings. It's been a long time since Iowa Falls-Alden has even won a set against South Hardin. We're getting set for a first serve of a little after 7:15 p.m. I've got interviews with both head coaches lined up, so we'll get to those next, and then it'll be Iowa Falls-Alden and South Hardin volleyball. It's heading your way in just a little bit on 99 The Way. It's Iowa Falls-Alden and South Hardin volleyball heading your way at about 7:15 or a little bit after here on 99 The Wave. I'm John Moenkel coming to you, and I got a chance to talk to both head coaches. Let's hear first from the head coach of Iowa Falls-Alden, Nikki Allen, with a little bit of a preview of the season. I'm being joined on Radio On The Go Sports by Iowa Falls-Alden co-head volleyball coach Nikki Allen as we talk about the upcoming 2025 season. And Coach, thanks for taking a little bit of time here. First season as head coach here, of course, as we mentioned, co-head coach. But tell me a little bit about taking over this position. I understand you've coached volleyball at several different levels here at Iowa Falls-Alden over the years, but first time taking the head role on varsity here this year.
Yeah, so I mean, we just kind of had an unusual situation where late in the season, or late in the spring, they were looking for a coach, and we still needed an assistant coach as well. So um, they kind of just approached me, knowing that I've coached, lots of years, and my daughter's a senior, so I'm very invested in the program and graduated from Iowa Falls Alden, so volleyball just has that special place in my heart in our program. So yes, then I reached out to Tammy Merklin, who we've coached together for years, and kind of together we decided that we would at least agree to interim coaches for 1 year.
Very nice. So I'll talk about some personnel specifically here in a sec, but just big picture wise, here we are a couple weeks into practices. What do you like about what you've seen from the team so far? Maybe some of the most important things you guys have kind of been able to get ironed out. What's the early portion of the season been like for you guys here with practices?
Yeah, the girls have been working extremely hard. So I think the thing we're the most proud of is that they have shown up every day and they give us 100% effort. And one of the big key components that we're trying to work on this year is that sense of teamwork and unity and um, having confidence in themselves, bringing the love of volleyball back into the gym. So yeah, we can't say enough about how they've been showing up, and they have different goals this year, and you can tell when they're in the practice room. So the intensity levels there, the focus is there. And we've talked a lot about just the things we can control. And if we can do those things well every night, then the wins will start to come.
So when it comes to some personnel, you got several returning starters from last year's team, including your top three hitters, including Carly Daigle, Leah Allen, and Tessa Lorenz Newman, and then of course setter Elodie England back as well. So obviously four big ones right there that kind of helped lead the charge last year. When it comes to some of those returning starters, what have you seen from them here so far? Obviously another year of experience under their belts, making things run more smoothly, in practice, I imagine.
Yeah, we have great leadership from all four of those players right now. And so I think the biggest thing is we've got those returners that have the goal and the vision of, big things this season. And then we filled in with a lot of sophomores, but these sophomores know how to compete and they've experienced winning. And so them bringing that to the team has just created a different sense of um, what their potential, reaching their potential, and the goals they've set, I believe, are very achievable for them. So
And then on the flip side of that, what are kind of the biggest question marks as far as some of the personnel right now that you're still kind of trying to iron out?
well, we still don't have a lot of height. And so we're going to look at that, though, as an advantage for us that we have multiple hitters that can play multiple spots. So we're not going to necessarily define hey, you're only hitting outside, you're only hitting right side. In the moment, these players know we might be hey, you're switching in the front row because it's not working, and we have girls that are willing to take that on and be flexible with it. And so that is something that we're working through. I would say we have 5 strong spots filled for hitters, and we're kind of trying to fill that 6th spot. We also are battling a few injuries, and things like that. So that spots kind of keep shifting. So once we can get consistent with that, I think it'll help.
And when it comes to getting things rolling with the season here, the first part of the schedule, I know we've had a few scrimmages here as well, but on the road to South Hardin here to get the season officially started, your first official match, obviously taking on a state tournament team from last year, a triangular with AGWSR and South Tama before you get into conference play with Clarion Goldfield Dows the following week. So just kind of want to get your take on this first part of the schedule.
Yeah, I mean, I think South Hardin, obviously, they've had a strong program. They had a lot of seniors have, a different team, a younger team, a new coach. So also maybe some similarities of things that we have experienced. So I know though they have solid players. So we're not going to be able to just go in there and think, well, they lost everybody, but I do think it's going to be a good match, and I hope that our girls can go in with the confidence that I've seen them play with, and really battle. Like that's our goal, battle. I mean, I would like to believe that it could be a winnable game for us.
All right, that's Iowa Falls-Alden co-head volleyball coach Nikki Allen joining me here on Radio on the Go Sports. Appreciate the time today, and looking forward to catching you guys in action here this year.
All right, thank you.
All right, and also Josh Hamill got a chance to talk to first-year South Hardin head coach Cindy Holmes.
Welcome back here on Radio on the Go. We're joined by the new head coach of South Hardin volleyball, Cindy Holmes. And Cindy, how things have been adjusting to this new position?
Yeah, it's been really great for one thing, getting back into coaching, and also just the connections and there's walking into some like-mindedness, as well as just really great learners. And I first of all would love to say I just really enjoy working with the coaching staff. We all bring a unique skill set that just really combines great together. And we're in it for the right reasons. We really care about the kids, and I would say that there's just a lot of the seniors walked in and us coaches walked in all like-minded with unity, and everyone has just really been responding with that. I think that's a really strong backbone for any team, but this year's team has really responded to it.
And what your coaching experience has been that you bring to this Tigers program?
Well, interesting enough, my very first coaching job was Hubbard Ratcliffe, which was obviously before joined with ENP, and then had a great experience there, and then went to Roland Story for about 10 years, and then to Ames. And then I had taken a really short break. I didn't really know if it was going to be a break or what, but I had just a really huge desire in helping other coaches, working toward walking alongside them with their goals and team building things. And then when this opportunity came up, it just was great timing. Just found out that I had a lot left that I would like to do with a high school program. I just absolutely love program building and helping these young athletes understand that they have a lot to offer the world by just simply following their passions, because that's usually in alignment with their skill set.
And for your team, as far as when matches start, where production is going to come from, as you have some good returners along that front line and able to get some good production from the service line as well for this team.
Yes, absolutely. The serving line is a very offensive mindset, and I appreciate that a lot. And we've been working on that. One of our goals is, obviously we want aces, right? But the goal is that they return free balls, and then we can in turn turn that into a kill. So just really getting other teams out of sync with our serve, and at the same time fighting for that percentage and not giving points away.
Your thoughts on some of your upcoming matches? You get to have your first serve coming up at home as you host Hardin County rival Iowa Falls-Alden coming up on Tuesday already.
Yeah, we're really excited about that, and it's time. We have one more scrimmage, which is tomorrow. We go to Ankeny, and so we feel pretty prepared with our lineup and with our rotations and mindset continuing to grow. So yeah, we get to host that first one, and rivals. I just seem to bring out the best in us. The bigger the challenge, which is a really great thing, and then on Thursday, the triangular over at Conrad with BCLUW and South Hamilton. So this first week we're really looking forward to it.
Final thoughts, Coach, is Tiger Volleyball is back, and you have had a chance to build relationships with your new team and getting ready to put that work into a game setting.
Yeah, I'm super excited for the kids to be able to apply all of that, which our mindset towards these scrimmages are just that, approaching that as if it is our first matches, and that we've got a season together underneath our belt in the sense of open gyms through now, and taking all the returners and into this season, which will start Monday. But the excitement is definitely there, and we've been working hard, and so our bodies are ready to start the match schedule and start putting some of that working out into mind work and the skill work, and using the strong legs and everything like that. But anyway, mostly back to your original thoughts is where we're at with that energy and excitement to get going. And it's hard for me not to say honking, because I always say that in the gym. And so that'll probably come out a few times, but we're just honking ready.
Well, Coach, congrats on your new role with South Hardin Athletics, and best of luck to you and the Tigers as you take the court here in opening week coming up.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks for all you do.
Once again, a big thanks to the new head coach of South Hardin Volleyball, Sydney Holmes, for joining us here on Radio on the Go.
It's Iowa Falls-Alden and South Hardin Volleyball heading your way on 99 The Wave. Let's meet the starters. First of all, for the road team, Iowa Falls-Alden. At outside hitter / right side hitter, it's senior number 2, Tessa Lawrence Newman. A sophomore setter is number 3, Elodie England. Wearing number 9 is sophomore right side hitter / outside hitter Reese Wood. Number 11 is a senior outside hitter Leah Allen. Number 14 is sophomore setter / DS, Kylie Kingsfeld. Number 16 is junior middle and outside hitter Carly Daigle. And number 21 is sophomore libero Camry Kingsfeld. Co-head coaches of the Cadets are Nikki Allen and Tammy Merklin. And for the home team, South Hardin, number 1 is a senior DS / libero Mary Engelson. Number 3 is sophomore outside and middle hitter Hadley Thompson. Number 5 is junior outside hitter Emma Montier. Number 7 is senior middle hitter Nora Warburton. Number 11 is junior right side hitter Lucy Anderson. Number 12 is a senior libero / DS Taya Hollingsworth. And number 14 is junior middle hitter Lexi Tidman. And the head coach of South Hardin in her first season is Cindy Holmes. We are just about ready for tonight's first serve between these two Hardin County teams in a non-conference matchup. The Cadets and Tigers. It's the fourth year that they'll open the season against each other. Iowa Falls-Alden will serve from right to left, and the ball is in the air, and we are underway here with this 2025 volleyball season. A left-sided attack, but a dig goes to Allen of the Cadets. Tapped over by Iowa Falls-Alden. Here's a set toward the middle. Smacked in the center by Warburton of South Hardin. Left side attack over top the blockers of Iowa Falls-Alden. Allen on the left side. And Winter went for a solo block. That's Kirsten Winter of South Hardin. Hollingsworth sets it up left side, and a one-handed tap over the net by Thompson of South Hardin. Center bump, and it's going to be point to South Hardin. Double hit is the call on Iowa Falls-Alden, and with that, the Tigers have scored the first point of the match. One nothing South Hardin on the board, and here comes the serve from left to right. It's Kirsten Winter, too far out the back, and a point to Iowa Falls-Alden after the service error by the Tigers. And make sure we're all in the correct rotation here. Iowa Falls-Alden went 5-25 last year. South Hardin 26-9 in a Class 2A state tournament appearance. The serve comes from England of the Cadets. Right side attack, and it's a kill. It's Hadley Thompson getting the first kill of the night for South Hardin, and the Tigers are in front 2-1. 2-1 here in set number one. Best of 5 to 25 points. Set 5 would be played to 15 points if we get there. Engelson serves from left to right and puts it into the net. That's the second service error of the match here for South Hardin. So another free point goes to Iowa Falls-Alden. We are tied up at 2. In the last 3 meetings between these programs, all season openers, it was 3-0 sweeps by the Tigers. This one is launched toward the back line. Where's the call? It's going to be an attack error on South Hardin, too far out the back, and Iowa Falls-Alden has taken a 3-2 lead. So here comes Reese Wood to serve it from right to left. Here for the Cadets, sophomore right side / outside hitter, and it's going to be a service error, a point to South Hardin. We are tied at 3. So getting maybe some jitters out of the way here through these first 6 points of the match. And here comes Taya Hollingsworth. She happens to be wearing the libero jersey for South Hardin. Launches it toward the back line. Tap down to the left side of the net. Winter ricocheted around. That's going to be a point to South Hardin. And they lead it now 4-3. Winter picks up her first kill of the match. Not one of the returning kill leaders for South Hardin, but she is able to get one there. Here's a set toward the left side. Timing was a little bit off, but smacked over the net by Daigle of Iowa Falls-Alden. Returning kill leader for the Cadets. Now Allen up on the left side. Smacks it over top of Winter. Hollingsworth sets it up left. What a shot from left to right across the court. Emma Mintier of South Hardin. She is their returning kill leader after recording 212 of them last year. That's number 1 of the season for her right now. South Hardin leads at 5-3 over Iowa Falls-Alden here in set number 1. Volleyball season opener in Eldora. Student section waving the fingers. Hollingsworth serves it into the nets. And already the third service error committed by the Tigers. They've committed 3 service errors. Iowa Falls-Alden has 4 points. So that's where 3/4 of their points have all come from. Iowa Falls-Alden will look to get a little more offensive here. It's bumped up, and it's going to be an error against South Hardin. It was Winter up against the nets. She bumped it up high in the air, but it was going out of bounds. No chance for the Tigers to do anything with that. Iowa Falls-Alden now to serve from right to left. They're wearing mostly white uniforms. Allen serves, playable for Hollingsworth in the back row. Being tapped around, a kill from the center. It's Tidman of the Tigers, her first kill of the match. South Hardin now leads at 6-5. Iowa Falls-Alden wearing white uniforms, black numbers in text, with black, red, and yellow stripes down the sides. And here comes a serve from South Hardin, from left to right. It's Anderson. A shot from the middle, Daigle. Up in the air on the left side, an attack error into the nets by Mintier. And a point to Iowa Falls-Alden. This match is tied at 6. Kingsfeld, the libero of Iowa Falls-Alden, is wearing a black jersey with white numbers in text and the same stripes down the sides. Meanwhile, South Hardin, their 5 non-libero players are wearing black uniforms with white numbers in text, which have red outlines, white stripes down the sides, black shorts. Taya Hollingsworth is the libero. She is wearing a red jersey with black numbers in text. And it's tapped in the center. It's a point to South Hardin. And that was Emma Mintier with another kill. Here comes a serve too far out the back. A service error by Mintier right after she got the kill. And it's now 7-all. 7-7 here between Iowa Falls-Alden and South Hardin. And Carly Daigle. Back to serve right now for the Cadets from right to left. Playable for the Tigers. Set up to the right side, a swing over top of Daigle in the back row. It's Tidman picking up another kill, her second of the match. She and Mintier each have 2 to lead the way for South Hardin. Here comes a serve from right to left. Popped up high in the air. Playable for South Hardin in the back row. Bumped up right against the net. That was Thompson. Up toward the middle. Big time swing in the center by England of the Cadets. And now on the other side, it's Thompson of South Hardin. Set toward the middle. Soft tap over the net by England of IFA. And a left side attack angling toward the sideline. Daigle dives to keep it in play. One-handed smack toward the back row, kept in bounds by Mintier, probably was going out. And there's going to be a ball launched toward the back row. No tip from Iowa Falls-Alden and a point to the Cadets. And that ties the set here at 8-8. A substitution coming back in for Iowa Falls-Alden, Leah Allen. So Carly Daigle has yet to record a kill on the match yet. She had 212 last year, which was tops on the team. A 169 efficiency, though the team only hit at 081. South Hardin was at 207 last year. We are tied at 8 in set number 1. An attack from the middle, and another attack from Warburton of South Hardin goes into the net, and that's an attack error. Puts Iowa Falls-Alden in front, 9-8. Here's a serve from right to left, and it's going to be a service ace here for Iowa Falls-Alden. And a timeout has been called by South Hardin. 10-8 here in favor of Iowa Falls-Alden. Let's take a timeout. Iowa Falls-Alden 10, South Hardin 8 in set number 1. And it was just a service ace for the Cadets with Camry Kingsfield, the libero. That was their first ace of the match. Did not have a ton of them last year. Here's a set toward the middle. Hollingsworth with an underhand bump over the libero of South Hardin. Cadets 10, Tigers 8 here in set 1. It's been back and forth pretty much the whole way. An attack from the left side. Perfect placement down inside the back line. It's Hadley Thompson of South Hardin. Just inside that line, and that is Thompson's second kill of this match. Here comes Kirsten Winter to serve it from left to right, and she serves it too far out of bounds to the left. And it is now 11-9 in favor of Iowa Falls-Alden. Here comes a serve from right to left. It'll be Elodie England. Cadets had 94 service aces last year. England had 14. The team served at about 89%. And here's another service error by Iowa Falls-Alden, England's first. 11-10 in favor of the Cadets. And the student section is now getting rowdy. All dressed in black for the most part. Here comes a serve from left to right by Engelson of South Hardin, playable by Allen of IFA. It'll be an attack from the left side by Schulte of the Cadets. Now up to the right side, into the blockers of IFA on the swing from South Hardin's Anderson. Up in the air, too far to the left, and it's out of bounds, a point to South Hardin. And this set is now tied at 11. Last few times these teams have met, South Hardin has absolutely run away with these matches. Not this time around. There was a hard serve from the Tigers. Now toward the back row, the dig is made by Engelson. Launched over to the right side. Cadets try to get the dig, and it's safe from going out of bounds. What an effort play by Wood. Set to the left. Here comes Mintier. Down to the line. Too far out the back. Point to Iowa Falls-Alden. The Cadets now lead at 12-11. And a serve coming up from Reese Wood. Here it comes from right to left. It's playable for Hollingsworth. What a launch from the left side with Mintier, but it's too far to the right. Another attack error puts Iowa Falls-Alden in front, 13-11. Cadets looking to build some momentum here as we get to about the middle portion of this set. A hard serve playable in the back line by Hollingsworth. Up on the right side. What a shot, down for a kill. It's Anderson. Picking up her first kill of the match. Up on the right side, put her right down toward the back line of the Cadets. And IFA was not able to make the dig. 13-12. Here in favor of Iowa Falls-Alden. Served by Hollingsworth is playable for Daigle. Right up against the net. It's pushed over with two hands by England. Up to the right side, swung into the net. Misfired by Anderson, and a point to the Cadets. 14-12, Iowa Falls-Alden in front of South Hardin here in this volleyball season opener in Eldora. And the Cadets with a serve way too far out the back. Misfired by Allen. And the third service error of the match already committed by the Cadets. 14-13, Iowa Falls-Alden here in set 1. And a pretty full house here for this season opener on both sides. Launch toward the back line of Iowa Falls-Alden on the South Hardin serve. It's going to be a block out of bounds and a point to the Cadets. Winter and Tidman went to leap up on the right side of the net, but it ricocheted too far to the right. And Iowa Falls-Alden extends the lead to 15-13. It's tied for what's been their largest lead so far. And now a serve coming up from right to left here by Kingsfeld of the Cadets. This is Kylie Kingsfeld. Kylie and Camry both on the team. Here's an attack by Mintier, too far along. 16-13 Cadets. Coach Cindy Holmes out of her seat. Not going to bang the timeout quite yet. Looks like she might be close. Iowa Falls-Alden now has their largest lead of the match so far. 16-13. And a serve from right to left. An attack on the left side, too far to the left. Oh, hold on a second. It was tipped by IFA apparently. Just inside the line, Tidman. And here comes a serve for South Hardin. 16-14 is the score. And launched too far out the back. Now a 1-point game, 16-15 Cadets. And here comes a serve. And a service ace. This time it's Mintier. Cadets could not keep control of it. And it's now tied at 16. Kingsfeld misplayed it. Off the side of her wrists. Kingsfeld receives the serve in the back line. Ricochet up off the ceiling. And it's going to be a free ball over by Kingsfeld. A dump over in the middle by the middle hitter Winter of the Tigers. Soft tap over the net. It's Daigle bouncing on the back of Anderson. And Daigle finally records her first kill. Just a soft tap up on the left side. Anderson down on the floor. It bounced on her back a couple of times. I wonder if that's technically considered a middle or a double hit. Now it's an attack error. And a point to Iowa Falls-Alden as Winter launches it too far to the right. 18-16 Cadets. Here in set number 1. And a serve coming up right now from Daigle, received by Hollingsworth. A high set to the left for Thompson, and taps it over the net. Playable for the Cadets. Two players run into each other. We got a whistle, point to South Hardin. Double hit is the call on the Cadets. And it is back to a 1-point game once again. They must have said that it was Lawrence Newman with a double tap on the way over. And here's a serve for South Hardin. Up into the middle, softly tapped over by England. Launched too far to the back, saved by Mintier. It's going to have to be a free ball, and it is by Anderson. Out to the back row of Iowa Falls-Alden, a two-hand push, and they're going to call another double hit on the Cadets. This time on Reese Wood. And we are tied at 18. Tied at 18, South Hardin and Iowa Falls-Alden. And here comes Tidman to serve. Just gets it over the net. Set to the right side, a little too far ahead, and it's going to be another point. A lift is called on Lorenz Newman of the Cadets, and a timeout has been called by Iowa Falls-Alden. 19-18 in favor of South Hardin on 99 The Way. South Hardin 19, Iowa Falls-Alden 18. Set number 1. Here comes a serve from the Tigers with Tidman. From left to right, she sends it. Popped up in the air. Tapped over by the middle, England of IFA. Here's Thompson from out of bounds on the left side. Launches it over, and a dig is made by Daigle. And it's going to be a kill from left to right. Looks like Lawrence Newman of IFA able to tap that thing down. Rises up, puts it over top of the net. Tidman was not able to get there. 19 all here in set number 1 between Iowa Falls-Alden and South Hardin. This might be a long night ahead of us. Kingsfeld with a serve, the libero. Tapped over in the center, and a point to South Hardin. Oh, and hold on a sec. They say it wasn't tapped by IFA. An attack error on South Hardin with Warburton. And it is 20-19 in favor of the Cadets now. Here comes a serve from Kingsville. Playable for South Hardin. Warburton, a two-hand push over. And it's going to be a point to the Cadets. They are quick with the whistle tonight on those double hits. And it's 21-19 Iowa Falls-Alden. Up by 2 and 4 points away from an opening set victory are the Cadets. And Kingsfeld to serve. This one's playable for Mintier. A smack on the right side. What a hot shot from Hadley Thompson. Putting the hammer down. No one was there for Iowa Falls-Alden. It is 21-20 in favor of the Cadets. Here comes Winter with a serve. Down to the knees, it's received by Daigle. Dumps it over the net, and a point to the Cadets, 22-20. Lifted it over behind the back, and the Cadets are now 3 points away from winning the first set. The serve is received by Anderson on the other side for South Hardin. This one lands long, a point to the Cadets. An attack error by Thompson, rising up on the right side. 23-20 Iowa Falls-Alden. It's been a long time since they have won a set against South Hardin, but on the verge of doing so right now. Over top the blockers on the smack by Anderson of South Hardin. Right side attack goes into the net. Wood misfired on that swing. And they also called 4 hits as well. Yeah, they got the score wrong up on the board here at South Hardin, I believe. Yeah, it's 23. Yeah, I don't think this is match point yet. So here comes a serve from South Hardin. It'll be Mary Engelson to do so. And the serve is received cleanly by Iowa Falls-Alden. An attack from the left side by Schulte. Over top the Cadet blockers, being tapped around. Ends up as a kill for Mintier. And another serve about to happen here for South Hardin with Engelson. Here it comes. And it's going to be an ace. A service ace for South Hardin with Engelson, their second of the match, and a timeout has been called by Iowa Falls-Alden. So we will keep it here for this timeout. The scoreboard reads 24-23 in favor of Iowa Falls-Alden. I think they may have assigned a point wrong. We got one of the refs here at the scorer's table making sure everything's all squared away. And Iowa Falls-Alden unofficially has just 3 kills here in this set so far. 2 by Tessa Lawrence Newman and 1 for Carly Daigle. They've been able to take advantage of mistakes committed by the Tigers. So still 24-23 in favor of the Cadets. And a serve coming up right now for South Hardin. Once again with Engelson, she just had an ace. Trying to keep themselves alive here in this set. And a shot on a kill on the left side here by Allen of IFA. The set is not over. Oh, it is over. So I guess they ultimately determined that the scoreboard was right, so we will take a timeout. Iowa Falls-Alden takes the opening set, 25-23. Iowa Falls-Alden took set number one, 25-23, on a kill on the left side by Leah Allen of the Cadets. A little bit mishandled by South Hardin, and IFA wins it, or leads it 1-0. In fact, the last time they won even a set against South Hardin was all the way back in 2020 when the Cadets won 3-2. So now the Cadets look to keep the momentum rolling in what was a pretty competitive first set. And the Tigers will look for a bounce back. Here comes a serve from Kirsten Winter as we get rolling in set number two. IFA up 1-0. And an attack from the middle. And a kill for the Cadets. They lead at 1-0 here in this second set. So 1-0 in favor of Iowa Falls-Alden. They lead South Hardin. And this one is tapped over on the left side. Misplayed by South Hardin. Warburton. And it lands out of bounds. The Cadets lead it 2-0. Cadets will be back in action less than 48 hours from now. They'll head down to South Tama for a triangular that'll also include AGWSR. Being ricocheted around by South Hardin. And a lift is called on the Tigers, and the Cadets lead it 3-0 here in set number two. The Cadets committed quite a few more errors in that first set. In fact, they only had 4 kills in the opening set despite winning the set. It's an underhand bump over the net by Anderson of the Tigers. Set to the right side, launched toward the back row, but a dig is made by Mintier. Sliding save is made by Kingsfeld, and the middle hitter of the Cadets, Schulte, sends it too far out the back. South Hardin is on the board for the first time in this set. It is 3-1. Kill leader for the Tigers is split between Hadley Thompson, Emma Mintier, and Lexi Tidman, each with 3 throughout that opening set. Student section waving the fingers, and a service error too far out the back by South Hardin. Engelson missed that one, her second service error. 1, 2, 3, 5 service errors committed by the Tigers in the match so far, and it's 4-1 in favor of Iowa Falls-Alden. Hollingsworth receives the serve, a smack in the center, and a block is made by Daigle. We got a whistle and a point to the Cadets. Double hit is the call against South Hardin. Iowa Falls-Alden off to a strong start, leading 5-1. And this serve barely makes it over the net. It is playable for South Hardin. England sets it up to the left side. Allen taps it over. South Hardin has 2 players hit the floor, including Engelson and Winter. Neither of them were able to get it up in the air high enough for a teammate, and it is 6-1 Cadets. What a start to the set for Iowa Falls-Alden. Looking like a totally different team, and this aggressive serve lands too far to the left. Misfired by Wood. The 4th service error of the Cadets here in this match, but definitely cannot blame them for getting aggressive on that particular serve. Taya Hollingsworth now to serve for South Hardin. Launches it over the net, a line drive up in the air. Kingsfeld almost couldn't gain control of it, but a running save is made by Wood. And this one is launched too far out the back, a point to South Hardin. Daigle launched it too far along on the behind-the-back free ball to try to get it over the net. And Hollingsworth launches it straight into the net, a service error. 6 service errors committed here by the Tigers so far. And here comes Leah Allen, a senior DS here for the Cadets. Serving it over the nets. To the right side, an attack error by the Tigers. Anderson sent it too far to the right. And IFA extends their lead to 8-3. Matches their largest lead of the set so far, and of the entire match as well. An attack on the right side by Anderson. Into the net it goes. South Hardin is going to get the point. Under the net is the call against IFA. Much to the dismay of the Cadet fans. Looks like Lawrence Newman may have gotten a piece of it. And now we got co-head coach Nikki Allen talking to the down ref here. And Carly Daigle is coming over. See if they can find out what the reasoning for this is. Now Daigle over to the up referee. As of now, it's still 8-3 in favor of Iowa Falls-Alden, and they're going to assign a point to South Hardin. So now 8-4 in favor of the Cadets. Anderson to serve now for South Hardin. Iowa Falls-Alden leads it 1-0. We are in set number 2. Being jousted around at the net. Lifted up in the air by England. Lawrence Newman smacks it toward the back row. Off the basketball hoop that's folded up. Free ball back over the net. And now it's going to be launched over too far out of bounds. It's a point to Iowa Falls-Alden. Mintier could not quite get it inside the line. Throws up on the left side. A little too far to the right. It's 9-4 Cadets. Back to serve right now, Kylie Kingsfeld of Iowa Falls-Alden. Just a few appearances on varsity last year, and South Hardin unable to return the serve. It was contacted more than twice, so not officially an ace. But the Cadets now lead at 10-4. Her largest lead so far of this match. Another serve from Kingsfeld coming up. Over the net it goes. Up in the middle to Mintier. And it's going to be a point to the Cadets. A double hit is called on South Hardin. And it is 11-4 in favor of Iowa Falls-Alden. And a timeout has been called by South Hardin. 11-4 Cadets in front here on 99 The Wave. We're in set number 2. Iowa Falls-Alden 11, South Hardin 4 here in set number 2, and the Cadets lead it 1-0 over the Tigers here in the South Hardin High School gym. John Mowinkle with it here on 99 The Wave, and the Cadets will serve once again. A long rally at the service line for Kylie Kingsfeld. Here it comes, playable for South Hardin, makes it over the net. Free ball over by Mintier. Returning kill leader of South Hardin, she is. And what a shot from the left side by Carly Daigle of the Cadets. Rises up on the left side. Off the assist from the middle. Launches it down, ricocheted around. Daigle gets her second kill of the match. It is 12-4. Iowa Falls-Alden looking to run away with this set. Another serve from Kingsfeld coming up. Hard serve, it goes into the net. But if you're the Cadets, you gotta like how things are going and cannot blame them for getting aggressive at that service line. Co-head coach Nikki Allen told me that they're looking for serving over 90%, and here's a missed serve by South Hardin. Mintier with a service error. That's the 7th service error committed by the Tigers so far. It's 13-5 Cadets. We're in the white jerseys, Tigers in the black jerseys. And another service error, this one from Daigle. And the Cadets now have 6 service errors to just 1 ace. So the Cadets will take on AGWSR and South Tama in a triangular on Thursday night. South Hardin will head to BCLUW for a triangular with them in South Hamilton on Thursday as well. Here's an attack on the left side. Thompson just inside the line, and a kill for South Hardin. Beautiful shot by Thompson to the back row. Just able to place it down in front of the line. (13-7) in favor of the Cadets. Playable in the back row for Iowa Falls-Alden. Wood receives the serve. Now to the middle. Pushed over with the right hand by Winter. And launched too far out the back by Wood of the Cadets, and it is 13-8. IFA still in front, but the Tigers are shortening the gap a little bit here right now. Getting back with it here a little bit, if you will. Tidman with a serve from left to right. What a dig in the back row made by Mintier. Free balled over by Thompson. Popped up high in the air, a set to the right side. And Wood puts it into the net. South Hardin is coming back. It's now 13-9 in favor of the Cadets. Another serve coming up for Tidman. Tigers would love to have a service ace right now. They've had 2 of them so far in the match. Tapped over by England in the middle of IFA. And Thompson looking for the left side return, but she puts it in the net. 14-9 Cadets. Cadets have got to love the start that they are off to here in this one. Able to grind out a first set victory just by 2 points They've got a little bit of breathing room. Dumped over the net by Winter on the right side of the net of South Hardin. And England rises up, smacks it down toward the back line. Return to the other side, and there's a kill to the back line by Anderson. She got the set. It came from right in front of her. Cross-court kill from right to left. Anderson picks up her second kill of the match. Now it's Winter to serve for South Hardin. 14-10 Cadets. And it's going to be pushed over in the middle by England of IFA. And the Tigers were not able to react quick enough. Dumped it over right in the center. And England picks up her first kill of the match. Sophomore setter slash middle hitter here for IFA. What a shot in the center, but it goes too far to the right. Warburton misfires. And the Cadets lead at 15-10. Check that, 16-10. 9 points away from taking the second set. And it would be a commanding 2-0 lead. Joust around on the swing by Warburton of the Tigers. Here comes a swing by Anderson. And the Cadets not able to contain it. It's a point to South Hardin. Back to a 5-point lead for the Cadets. They bounce it to the back line. Engelson will now serve for the Tigers. A senior DS slash libero. She serves it over, playable for Kingsfeld, the libero of IFA. Rising up in the back row and recording the kill is Daigle. Got a running start at it. Off of a beautiful set. Leaped up in the air, bounced off the top of the net, and down for the kill. 17-11 is the lead for IFA. 8 points away from taking this second set. Kingsfeld reaches up, barely able to get a dig. Free ball return across the net by Kingsfeld from out of bounds. Right side attack, and it's going to be a point to South Hardin. A tip was made by Iowa Falls-Alden. That was Anderson up on the right side, and it's now 17-12. Iowa Falls-Alden still in front with a 1-0 lead. Hollingsworth serves. It's received on the other side by Wood. Free balled over the net and playable for the Tigers. Set up to the left side. Swung over by Mintier. Tapped around, and a point to South Hardin after the tip from IFA. Unreturnable for the Cadets. It is 17-13 in favor of the Tigers, or excuse me, of the Cadets. Left side attack by Daigle. What a dig made by Hollingsworth. Being jousted around. Going to be dumped over. Daigle reaches out and gets the dig. Keeps the play alive. And Kingsfeld free balls it over. Hollingsworth sets it up left. Here comes Mintier. Kingsfeld a set to Daigle in the middle. Just gets it over the net. Launched through the back row here by Tidman. Left side, here comes a shot and a kill by Allen. And the Cadets are back in front by 5. Another beautiful set. Allen able to push it over from the left side for her third kill of the match. And now we got the down ref heading over to talk to the up ref. Maybe they're making sure that all the rotations are correct. 18-13 as it stands right now in favor of Iowa Falls-Alden. Here inside the South Hardin gym, they also lead 1-0, and the delay will give both teams a chance to gather together and go over some strategy here. The point will be assigned to South Hardin instead of Iowa Falls-Alden. And Daigle over there getting an explanation. They may have been talking about Maybe some kind of violation that resulted in South Hardin getting the points. Though it is not being made clear right now. They haven't signaled anything. So South Hardin is going to get the points. So it'll be a serve by Hollingsworth. Instead of 18-13 IFA, it is now 17-14. Always big when they change the call around, because it's always a 2-point swing when that happens. And Hollingsworth sends it too far long. So she records a service error. And the Cadets will get that point back. They now lead at 18-14 here in set 2. Now 7 points away from taking a 2-0 lead. But the Tigers are hoping to build some momentum. Hollingsworth receives the serve. Set to the left side, Tidman. Over top of the blockers, including Daigle of IFA. Here's an attack on the left side, too far long. Misplayed by Lawrence Newman. 18-15. Yeah, the Tigers all smartly held up from that one. And it'll now be Anderson serving from left to right. Gets over the net. Serve is received by Kingsfeld. Schulte, two-hand push over the net and playable for Hollingsworth. Up to the right side, a behind-the-back set. It's going to be a kill for Tidman. Blockers were not set up properly for IFA. And the Tigers are coming back. It's now a 2-point game. 18-16 Cadets. Anderson to serve again. Into the net, a service error. And IFA now leads at 19-16. That is what the Tigers could not afford in that situation. And a costly error puts the Cadets now 6 points away from taking the set. It'll be Kingsfeld to serve. Over the net it goes, playable for South Hardin. Tidman on the left side, over top the blockers, including Lawrence Newman in England. Daigle sends it over the net. A diving save is made by Anderson. What a play that was. Up on the right side, sent down to the back line for Hollingsworth. She gets the dig. Tidman, a one-hand shot to the back row, and she gets the kill. Tidman starting to heat up here in set number 2. Recorded a couple kills here in the last couple minutes. England there in the back row. The Cadets reached out, not quite able to make the save. 19-17 IFA. A diving dig is made by Hollingsworth. What an insane dive that was. And it's launched too far out the back. Holy smokes. Lays out to make the save, and it is a 1-point game. 19-18 in favor of Iowa Falls-Alden. On 99 The Wave, a timeout has been called. Iowa Falls-Alden 19, South Hardin 18 here in set 2. The Cadets led by as many as 6 earlier in this set. The Tigers have come back. It'll be Emma Mintier now to serve. Looking to tie this set. It's playable for England on the other side for IFA. Tapped over the net and a kill for Daigle. Just kind of nonchalantly on the right side. A soft tap over, probably wasn't expecting even to get the kill there. But the Tigers were not able to react quick enough. It just went over top the blockers. It's now 20-18 Cadets. 5 points away from a 2-0 lead. Dig is made on the other side by Kingsfeld. Pushed over on the right side. And too far out of bounds. An attack error by Wood. Must have just been tipped at the net by the front blockers of South Hardin. 20-19. Serve is received by Kingsfeld, libero of IFA, pushed over in the middle. A dump behind the back, a whistle is blown. A point goes to IFA because of 2 hits against South Hardin. Must have been 2 hits on Warburton, who was right up against the net and pushed it over the net behind her back. 21-19 Cadets. And this serve goes too far out of bounds. It's going to be a point to South Hardin. 21-20 is the Cadet lead. Another service error on Iowa Falls-Alden. Keeps the Tigers in prime position to strike. Daigle makes a save in the back line. Lifted over the net by Allen. A set to the middle. What a shot and a kill by Warburton. Her first kill of the match. And it comes in one of the biggest moments possible. We're now tied at 21. Beautiful set. Beautiful kill from the middle. 21 all here in set 2. Tigers looking to tie the match at a set apiece. And a serve by Winter. Makes it over the net. They set up to Allen. From England. Now England pushes it over with 2 hands. Playable in the back row by Mintier. Warburton pushes it over. It's going to be a joust. Being tapped around. Lands on IFA's side. And a point goes to South Hardin. The official call is a double hit. And now the Tigers are 3 points away from tying up this match. Kirsten Winter to serve. Here it comes. Over the net it goes. Playable in the back row by Daigle of IFA. And it's pushed into the net by Allen. 23-21 South Hardin, and a timeout has been called by Nikki Allen of IFA, the co-head coach. 23-21 Tigers. Let's take the timeout on 99 The Way. South Hardin 23, Iowa Falls-Alden 21. Here in set number 2, the Cadets lead 1-0. South Hardin has come back from a 6-point deficit here in this second set. Being tapped around, free ball returned over by Winter and kept alive. Kingsfeld sets up, and it's a kill by England. What a role she has played in the middle. Records a much-needed point for IFA right there to bring the Cadets back to within 1 point. So now England of the Cadets will serve. Playable for South Hardin. A swing from the right side, Thompson. And the dig is made by Wood. Toward the back row, Daigle gonna have to free ball it over, and she does. Up to the left side, Thompson. And she puts it down. Oh, it's going to be a pancake save made by England. Returned back over by IFA. That was incredible. Now a shot in the middle by Warburton. Now it is set point South Hardin. Nora Warburton rises up and smacks it down. All that after an impressive pancake dig was made by Iowa Falls-Alden with England. Set point Tigers, 24-21 is their lead. Here comes the serve. Playable by IFA on the other side. Smacked around and a point to the Cadets, it's Allen. Allen got the set, put it into the South Hardin blockers who were setting up on the right side, but they pushed it out of bounds. So here comes the serve for the Cadets. It is playable. Warburton in the middle. She gets the kill, and the Tigers win the set. 25-23. Nora Warburton picks up 2 huge kills down the stretch here of set number 2. 25-23 Tigers. And we are all tied up at 1 set apiece. Set 3 is next on 99 The Way. Let's head to set number 3. We are tied at a set apiece between Iowa Falls-Alden and South Hardin. Set 1 went to the Tigers 25-23, or went to the Cadets 25-23. Set 2 went to the Tigers 25-23. So the same score in both sets, won by opposite teams. So South Hardin with a 1-0 lead right away here after a shot from the middle hitter of the Tigers. And it'll be served from Kirsten Winter. We'll send it from left to right. 1-0 is the Tiger lead here in set number 3. Here's a shot from Tegel in the middle. Hollingsworth able to make the dig in the back row. Pops it up high in the air. Now set to the left side. Allen into the blockers of South Hardin, but playable on the other side by the Cadets. Great reaction time by IFA. A couple different players tap it around right up against the net. Not quite able to get it returned back over, and the Tigers lead it 2-0. Tied at a set apiece here as we get rolling in set number 3. And here's going to be a service ace by the Tigers. Landing just inside the back line on the serve by Kirsten Winter. That'll be her first ace of the match. And the Tigers now lead it 3-0, off to a strong start here in set 3. Opposite of what happened in set 2 when the Cadets got off to a really hot start. Here comes England setting up left side. Allen out to the back row. Hollingsworth. And we got a point to South Hardin. Looks like 2 hits. Yep, that's the call against IFA. And now a 4-0 lead in favor of South Hardin. Here in set number 3. Cadets took the first set. Tigers took the second set. In fact, the set that IFA won was their first set win against South Hardin since all the way back in 2020. Winter serves for South Hardin. Daigle rises up. Blocked in the middle by South Hardin. Thompson and Warburton combining for it. Now Thompson up on the left side. Missed time to jump a little bit. Still able to get the arcing kill. Beautiful set by Winter. And then Thompson rose up. Recorded her team high 5th kill of the match so far. And now it's a 5-0 lead for South Hardin. Winter continues to serve. Playable for Daigle on the other side. Tapped over with the right hand by Allen. Hollingsworth steps up to the right side for Anderson. And now an attack on the right side goes into the blockers. Thompson and Warburton combine for the block, and a timeout has been called by Iowa Falls-Alden. 6-0. The Tigers have the lead here in set number 3. South Hardin 6, Iowa Falls-Alden 0 here in set number 3. John Mulligan with it here on 99 The Wave. And the Cadets led by as many as 6 in the second set. South Hardin already onto a 6-point lead here in the third set before the Cadets have even got on the board. Winter will serve now for the Tigers. 3 aces, 9 service errors so far for South Hardin. This one is playable for the Cadets on the other side with Daigle. Over the net, a kill for Allen, and the Cadets finally get on the board here in set number 3. Leah Allen records her team high 5th kill of the match. And it is now 6-1 in favor of South Hardin. Here comes the serve for Elodie England from right to left. And a run up to the net, punched over by Thompson. Not what the Tigers were going for, but it works out. What a swing in the center by Warburton, and a point goes to the Tigers. Under the net violation against Iowa Falls-Alden. And it is now 7-1 Tigers. Got it on cruise control here in set 3 so far. 7-1 is the score. Here comes Mary Engelson. An ace and 2 service errors so far for Engelson. Service received by Kingsfeld of IFA. And Schulte sends it over, playable for Hollingsworth. Right side attack. Anderson, a diving dig is made by Daigle. But Mintier up in the middle for IFA, or for South Hardin. Able to smack down the return from the Cadets and record another point for South Hardin. They lead it now 8-1. Mintier and Warburton right up there to combine for that block. is the score. And a service error for Engelston, put it straight into the net. 10 service errors committed by South Hardin so far. And here comes the serve for IFA with Wood, and not able to be returned by South Hardin. The serve receive went back into the net. And the Cadets look to combine for a block, not quite able to set it up in the right spot, and South Hardin gets the point. 9-3 in favor of the Tigers. Hollingsworth back to serve. Tigers playing their first match since a state tournament appearance last year. Here's an attack error into the net by Mentier. Point to the Cadets. Unfortunately not able to advance in the state tournament, but the fact that they were able to get there was certainly a huge boost for this program. Cindy Holmes making her head coaching debut for South Hardin tonight as well. And it's going to be a kill for Tidman. Bounced off the left side defenders for Iowa Falls-Alden on its way over. And that is kill number 5 for Lexi Tidman of South Hardin. 10-4 is the lead for the Tigers over the Cadets here in set 3. We are tied at a set apiece. Punched over on the left side. What a diving dig made by Hollingsworth. And they sent it too far out the back. Calling for the tip. Yep, there was a tip. Emma Mentier able to blast that one from the left side. Now Lucy Anderson. 11-4 South Hardin. Here it comes. Line drive serve. Playable for Daigle. England sets it up for Wood in the center, and the dig is made in the back row by Hollingsworth. Punched over the net by Tidman, underhand style. And now Daigle with a soft tap over in the middle. Being bounced around. Popped up in the air. Daigle right into the block of Tidman. Down for the kill for South Hardin. Right place at the right time. And South Hardin extends the lead to 12-4. Here in set number 3. This thing has been back and forth though. South Hardin has the largest lead right now that any team has held in this match. And this one is sent too far out the back by Schulte. An attack error on Iowa Falls-Alden. Now 13-4. The Tigers on the verge of running away with this set. Will be another serve for Anderson. However, back in set 2, Iowa Falls-Alden was on the verge of running away with the set. And South Hardin was able to come all the way back. However, this time Anderson serves it into the net for the team's 11th service error. .5 is the lead for South Hardin right now in set number 3. And this serve goes into the net. A service error by Kingston. And the team's 8th for Iowa Falls-Alden. 14-5 is the South Hardin lead after they traded service errors. Behind the back set to the right side, Daigle. And it's going to be out of bounds. Point to South Hardin. And they now lead by 10 at 15-5. Nearly got tipped by one of the Tiger blockers who rose up. However, Mentier now will serve for South Hardin from right to left. They lead by 10. The largest lead that any team has held tonight. Sent over the net by Lawrence Newman. And a dig is made in the back row by Wood. Being tapped around. Free ball over by Hollingsworth. What a save to keep the play alive. Dig is made by Anderson on the right side. Reaching quickly tapped over by Thompson. Popped up high in the air. Launched toward the back line by Daigle. And a point to South Hardin, a little too far long. 16-5 Tigers here in set number 3. And now Daigle is going over to the referee, pleading her case. And South Hardin will continue to serve here with Mintier. Ace and 2 service errors so far. That one looked to be going long, but instead it turns out to be an ace. The Cadets decided to play it when it appeared it was going to sail. And it is 17-5 in favor of South Hardin here in set number 3. Let's take a timeout on 99 the way. South Hardin 17, Iowa Falls-Alden 5 here in set number 3. We are tied at 1 set apiece here in this season opener between these non-conference Hardin County opponents. Evan Mintier will continue to serve here for the Tigers. Looking to put this thing away in style. A sliding serve receive is made by Kingsfeld. Tapped over by Daigle, and she finally gets a point for Iowa Falls-Alden. A much-needed cadet point to make it 17-6. It was a high set on the right side. Daigle was about midway between the net and the back line. Just able to get good enough placement on it for the point. Daigle records her 5th kill of the night. On a launch from the left side, Thompson dug in the back row by IFA. And it's pushed over with 2 hands by Lawrence Newman. Too far to the right. So down to the both sides, an attack error, and it is 18-6 South Hardin. These are the kinds of scores that we would see South Hardin put up on teams last year. Iowa Falls-Alden trying to return the serve. What an effort. England right up against the net. Just pushed it into the net. And that's a point to South Hardin. They lead 19-6. Anytime you can get the other team to not be able to return the serve. Hits the net on its way over. Wood went for the pancake save, but it's going to be an ace. 20-6 Tigers. Tittman to serve again. South Hardin's 5 points away from a 2-1 lead after dropping the opening set. Right up against the net, unreturnable here for Iowa Falls-Alden once again. They've gotten out of sync here in this 3rd set. 21-6 Tigers. Here comes Tittman. Goes over the net, hits the line, a little too far out the back. A service error is called. 21-7. The Tigers are certainly hoping aggressive serving can continue to pay off throughout the remainder of this match. Here comes the serve from IFA with Kingsfeld. Cameron Kingsfeld. And an attack error on South Hardin by Hadley Thompson. A point goes to IFA. 21-8. Cameron Kingsfeld continues to serve wearing the black libero jersey for IFA. And that one goes too far to the right and out of bounds. It comes at a very inopportune time for IFA. It's now 22-8 South Hardin. 3 points away from taking a commanding 2-1 lead. Serve received by Daigle. And England right up against the net. They are able to return it back over. Set to left side Thompson. Through the blockers and down. Riley Thompson with her team high 6th kill of the match. Tied now with Lexi Tidman. 4 tops on the team. Cadets want to set up the block. Not able to corral it cleanly. It's 23-8. South Hardin in front. Here comes Winter to serve. Playable for Daigle. Over toward the bleachers and an ace. Set point South Hardin. 24-8. Now the Tiger fans rise to their feet. Look to put away this set. Service playable for IFA. England sets it up for Daigle. What a shot in the middle. Levitates up and smacks down the kill to keep the Cadets alive here in the set. It's a beautiful set from England. And Daigle now a team high 6 kills for IFA. 24-9. Here comes England to serve. And that is an ace that lands right in between Hollingsworth and Mintier. England records the team's second ace of the night. The Tigers not able to react. 24-10. Cadets keeping this thing alive. Mintier receives the serve. Free ball over by Thompson. Right up against the net. England able to keep it alive. Now Hollingsworth bumps it up high to the right side. Over the net. It's Anderson. It's going to be a joust in the middle. A dig is made by Daigle. High up in the air. Pushed over by Allen. And a cadet kill right there. 6 kills now for Leah Allen of IFA. 24-11 is the South Hardin lead. And this serve looks to be sailing long, but Mintier plays it. Push toward the back line. Daigle keeps it in play. England puts the knees into the dig, keeps it alive. Up to the right side. Anderson swings it over and gets the clinching kill. Lucy Anderson puts away the set for South Hardin. 25-11. What a domination it was in set number 2. Now the Tigers lead it 2-1 over Iowa Falls-Alden. Set 4 coming up next on 99 The Way. Let's head to set number 4. It is South Hardin leading Iowa Falls-Alden at 2-1. Cadets took the first set, and the Tigers took the last 2. John Mowinkle with you here on 99 The Wave. And South Hardin had a dominant victory, 25-11. After the first 2 sets ended with 25-23 scores. First one to Iowa Falls-Alden, second one to South Hardin. So we are underway here in set number 4 with the Tigers up 2-1. An attack from the right side, it's Anderson. Being jousted around on IFA's side of the net. Pushed over with 2 hands on the right side for the Cadets. The back row dig is made by Kingsfeld of IFA. Launched toward the back line from the left side, Allen. And here comes Thompson. The dig is made by Daigle of IFA. Hollingsworth sets it up to the right side. Anderson into the blockers, and that's a point to IFA. Allen and England combine for that block, and it is 1-0. The Cadets have the lead. So we got a substitution coming into the game. Reese Wood of the Cadets. Here's a set behind the back, and it's launched by Thompson. Pushed over with 2 hands from the middle by IFA with Schulte. Being jousted around, unreturnable for the Cadets. So we are tied at 1-1. Here in set number 4. And the serve coming from South Hardin from left to right as I see it. And it's going to be a solo block. Nora Warburton of the Tigers just left of center. Able to meet it on its way over the net. 2-1 is the Tiger lead right now over Iowa Falls-Alden. They win this set, they'll win the match. If IFA wins it, we're going to a decisive set 5. And the set was too high. Mintier mistimed the jump, not able to get it back over the net. So we are tied at 2-2 here between Iowa Falls-Alden and South Hardin. It's the one and only meeting between the teams this season. They don't have any tournaments that they're both going to. South Hardin is in Class 2A, Iowa Falls-Alden is in Class 3A, so they won't meet in the postseason. This thing hits the line, so that is in, to the dismay of the Iowa Falls-Alden fans. A kill from the right side with Anderson. 3-2 is the lead for South Hardin. Here in set number 4. Hollingsworth now to serve. Into the net it goes. .13 service errors for South Hardin in the match so far. Tied up at 3. And here comes a serve for IFA with Allen. Over the net it goes, and it's going to be a point to South Hardin. Mintier there to record the kill, her 5th of the match. 4-3 is the lead right now for the Tigers. This one heading toward the back line. Playable for Kingsfeld to libero. And an attack error by Daigle into the net. Lawrence Newman lunged down, tried to save it, tried to keep it in play, not able to do so. 5-3. South Hardin in front. Anderson to serve. Here it comes. Playable for Daigle. Set from England to the left side. Lawrence Newman into the net it goes. And the Tigers are starting to stretch the advantage a little bit here. They led by as many as 24-8 back in set number 3 before winning at 24-11. In what was by far the most dominant set so far. In the middle, England sets up for Daigle. Launches it toward the left. Hollingsworth dives right in front of the team bench. What an effort play. However, she sends it up toward the wall of the gym. And it's a point to Iowa Falls-Alden. 6-4 now in favor of South Hardin. And to serve right now is Kylie Kingsfeld of IFA. Mintier arcs it over the net from almost right up against it. Dumped down by Daigle, but it's dug on the other side. Launch toward the back line. Mintier, man, that was going out of bounds, but Wood keeps it in play. And now it's going to be an attack error by Daigle too far out the back. IFA had a point right there, but instead it goes to South Hardin. What a swing that is. A 3-point match instead of a 1-point match because of that. Here comes Mintier to serve. Just barely able to make it over the net. Daigle with a free ball over from the right side of the court for IFA. Misplayed by Tiedemann. And 4 hits is the call. She was up on the right side of the net, went to swing it over, but instead sent it parallel to the net. Get my geometry right. And did not return it over. 4 hits. This time Tiedemann with a soft tap over, able to get the kill. Now 8-5. South Hardin. Tiedemann spins the ball, launches it over on the serve. It's playable by Kingsfeld, the libero. That's Camry Kingsfeld. Arcs over the nets. South Hardin not able to get there on time. That time it was Elodie England in the middle for her 3rd kill of the match. 8-6 Tigers here in set 4. Right side attack, Thompson puts it in the net. And a point to the Cadets. Now a 1-point game, 8-7 South Hardin. Here comes a serve for Kingsfeld. That's Camry Kingsfeld. And it's a point to South Hardin. The serve receive went over the net. Check that, Winter was able to get the tip in the middle. Rising up and smacking it down. Nine 9-7 Tigers. Co-head coach Nikki Allen of IFA sharing a quick word with the down ref. And Winter serves. Playable for Daigle. England sets it up high on the left side for Allen. South Hardin able to keep it alive. Free balled over by Thompson and playable for Daigle. Set in the middle, and England rises up, goes for the swing. It's a point to South Hardin and under the net violation. Looks like it was either Kingsfeld or England who went under. So 10-7 Tigers. They serve with Winter. Allen up on the left side, puts it into the Tiger blockers for the kill. Team high 7th kill of the match for the IFA senior. Outside hitter at 5'5". Anderson fires down the kill, and England not able to get the dig. 11-8. Anderson rose up in the middle. England took a spin toward the right side of the court. Not able to keep it in play, however. Engelson serves. Just goes over the net. A set toward the left side. This time it's Schulte recording her first kill. A beautiful high set by England. A setter who can also be offensive. 11-9, and a service error is committed by Wood. Her third, team's 9th of the match. Just 3 service aces for the Cadets so far. Hollingsworth to serve for South Hardin. Over the net it comes. Serve is received by Wood. Set to the left side, Daigle. Too far to the right and out of bounds. Point South Hardin. 13-9 is the Tiger lead. 12 points away from a season opening victory here on their home court. Hollingsworth to serve again. Hits the top of the net on its way over. Playable for Kingsfeld. Left side attack. Daigle puts it down for the kill. Engelson not able to make the dig. That was another great set by Elodie England. Sophomore in the middle. Kind of a hybrid setter slash middle hitter for IFA. Standing at 5'8", one of the taller players on the team. Set up to the right side, Schulte over top the blockers of South Hardin with Mintier and Tidman. England on the run, able to keep it in play. Daigle taps it over, and the diving Anderson not able to get there. Great save by Elodie England. And Daigle able to record the kill with 2 hands for her 8th of the match. 13-11, South Hardin still in front. A diving serve receive is made. What a shot in the middle by Tidman for her 8th kill of the match. Great execution that time around. Sent it down to the left side. 14-11, South Hardin. 11 points away from the victory. After IFA took the first set. And it's going to be tapped over by Daigle after an errant set by England. A lift is called on IFA. And it is 15-11. That's when you kind of get a hold of the ball a little bit rather than simply tapping it. You can't control it in that fashion. That's illegal. Here comes a serve from left to right by Anderson of the Tigers. What a shot by Lawrence Newman up on the left side. Kept in bounds by Hollingsworth. Tapped around off the basketball hoop. And a point to the Cadets. Holy smokes. Lawrence Newman was able to smack it down toward the back row. Tigers were just able to keep it alive with Anderson. I'm going to give Lawrence Newman the kill that time around. It may or may not have technically been a kill. Based on that effort, she deserves it. 15-12, South Hardin. Right side attack, lands out of bounds. Was it tipped? Yes, it was. A tip by IFA and a kill by South Hardin. It was Mintier up on the right side. Looked like it might have been England of the Cadets. Just got a piece of it on its way out of bounds. This serve goes too long and a service error by Mintier. Lots of service errors tonight by South Hardin. They lead at 16-13. Now Nikki Allen of IFA, the co-head coach, talking to the ref. Wonder if she has got some kind of problem with the rotation of South Hardin. I'm not totally sure. And now a yellow card has been issued to the IFA coaching staff. So there's a warning. First offense there. And it came from the up ref, even though Nikki Allen was talking to the down ref. And now the two refs get together to get everything squared away here. So a yellow card has been issued to IFA. South Hardin leads at 16-13 in set 4, 9 points away from winning the match. It would be 3 sets to 1. An attack on the left side, Thompson, and IFA able to get the block of the net. And then unreturnable by the Tigers. (16-14) Tigers here in set number 4. And it's an attack error to the left by Tidman. Cadets are back to within 1 point at 16-15. And now Daigle will serve. It's going to be playable for South Hardin, but unreturnable. Mintier was there to receive it, went to her left, and then Hollingsworth took a dive over on the far side, not able to keep it in play. But let me tell you right now, Taya Hollingsworth has put together some serious effort plays throughout the night. And there's going to be another ace by IFA. 17-16 in favor of Iowa Falls-Alden now in set 4. This thing is on the verge of getting wacky. What a dig made. However, it's not going to be to any avail. Wood able to lunge down. And now we got a timeout. Carly Daigle of IFA is down sitting upright. Did take a tumble, and the training staff will go ahead and take a look at her. So tied at 17 here between Iowa Falls-Alden and South Hardin. And let's take a timeout for the injury here on 99 The Wave. Tied at 17, Carly Daigle of IFA had the injury, was down on the floor for a little bit, and is back up and back in the game. So here we go, tied at 17 in set 4 between South Hardin and Iowa Falls-Alden. Cadets won the first set. Tigers won the second 2, and they lead it 2-1. Tidman to serve for the Tigers, tied at 17. South Hardin has led most of this set. A huge kill in the center by Nora Warburton. (18-17) Tigers able to meet it on the return back over the net. Warburton with as clutch of a play as ever. 18-17 South Hardin. Serve is received by Kingsfeld, the libero. Lawrence Newman pushes it over with 2 hands. Now in the center, it's Warburton to the back line, and that is going to be a point to the Cadets. No tip was made. The blockers in the center, with Lawrence Newman and England able to just get away in the nick of time. And we are tied at 18 here in set 4. Warburton kind of fades out of bounds on the left side, pushes it over with 2 hands. Tapped over in the center by Elida England, the setter. And England combines with Wood for the block, and the Cadets have taken a 19-18 lead. Fantastic double block over on the right side. And the Cadets will now serve with Camry Kingsfeld. Cadets on top by 1. Looking to force set 5. Thompson fires it over top the blockers. And a dig from the back row is going to be unreturnable. It sails under the net. And we are tied at 19. Cadets and Tigers. Winter serves for South Hardin, playable by Daigle. A high set to the left. Allen launches it over. Out to Hollingsworth, records the dig. And that's going to be a missed double hit. Iowa Falls-Alden able to keep it alive. And Allen able to record the points up on the left side. There was a double hit in the middle by England. It did hit the net between hits. So that is why IFA ends up getting the points. Cadets now lead at 20-19. Mintier lays out for the serve receive. Thompson launches it out the back. And a point to Iowa Falls-Alden. They lead at 21-19. Now 4 points away from the Cadets forcing set 5. And this serve goes into the net. A costly service error by the Cadets. 21-20, IFA still in front. Now South Hardin will serve with Engelson. What a barn burner this has been. And another service error. (22-20) IFA. The service errors have doomed each team. Noel Winters has checked into the match for IFA for the first time. Sophomore setter / DS. And she serves way too far out the back. So that gives South Hardin a free point. 22-21 Cadets. Winters goes back to the bench. Wood comes back in. And now Hollingsworth serves. Reaching out is Wood. Daigle takes a tumble next to the team bench and returned back to the other side by IFA. Being tapped around, and Daigle ends up launching it to the floor, trying to corral it while she was on her back. And now we're tied at 22. South Hardin is now 3 points away from the victory. Not before an Iowa Falls-Alden timeout. Tied at 22 here in set number 4 on 99 The Way. Tied at 22 here in set number 4 between Iowa Falls-Alden and South Hardin. The Tigers lead at 2-1. They're 3 points away from an opening night victory. Iowa Falls-Alden is 3 points away from sending this to set number 5. Hollingsworth serves right now for South Hardin and puts it in the net. Cadets now lead at 23-22. A costly service error. 16 of them tonight committed by the Tigers. Here's a serve for Allen of the Cadets. Set to the middle, Tidman punches it out toward England. Keeping it alive, however. Schulte pushes it over with 2 hands and gets the kill. It is now set point IFA, 24-22. Schulte has come on strong as of late here as well. Set point Cadets, and Allen to serve. Here it comes. It's played cleanly by South Hardin. Attack on the right side, blocked by IFA. 25-22 Cadets. And we are heading to set number 5 here in Eldora. Lawrence Newman and Daigle combined for the block. Set 5 is next on 99 The Wave. Let's head to set number 5. Iowa Falls-Alden and South Hardin are tied at 2-2. And the first to 15 points wins the match. You gotta win by 2. John Mowinkle with you here on 99 The Wave. What an electric atmosphere it's been here tonight for this season opener. Set number 5 between these non-conference Hardin County foes. The Cadets will serve first. It's Kingsfeld, playable for South Hardin. And attack on the left side, ricocheted by the Cadets, and a kill by Warburton. So the Tigers strike first here in this decisive 5th set. They lead at 1-0. Kirsten Winter now to serve. Over the net it comes. Received by Daigle. Right up against the net, it's England. Now Allen launches it to the back row where it is dug by Mintier. And the Tigers end up getting the points. They lead at 2-0. It was a dump over by Winter to make it 2-0 South Hardin here at set number 5. Here comes the serve once again by Winter. Up in the air, Kingsfeld there to receive it. Now Allen, a left side attack, just over the net, into the outstretched right arm of Winter. And the Cadets are on the board. It's 2-1 Tigers. Lofted up from the back row. And perfect placement that time around by IFA with Allen. 2-1 Tigers. A set to the middle. And it's Anderson with a kill, angling it from the center to right. That is her 7th kill of the match. She's got 7. Tidman has 8. Warburton has 7. Mintier and Thompson each have 6 among the kill leaders for South Hardin. Iowa Falls-Alden has 8 apiece by Allen and Daigle. 3-1 Tigers. Serve is received by Kingsfeld. England sets up Daigle, and the attack was too low. It goes into the net. 4-1 South Hardin here in set 5. No lead is safe, and that has been proven time and time again here throughout this match. England sets it up left for Allen. Over top the blockers, lofted up in the air by Hollingsworth, and a free ball return behind the back here for Warburton. England sets up Allen to the left. Dig is made by Kingsville on the return from the South Hardin block. Right side attack and a kill for IFA. That time it's Wood. It met the Tiger blockers right at the net. They couldn't keep it straight. Angle to the left. And a much needed point for the Cadets. It's 4-2 South Hardin. Now the Cadets serve. From right to left it is Wood. Left side attack into the blockers and it points to South Hardin with Warburton. You got to get those things set up really quick. Cadets were not able to do it on that particular play. And South Hardin extends the lead to 5-2. Hollingsworth now to serve. Over the net it goes. Lunging down to receive it is Wood. And a soft attack on the left side. What a dig made by South Hardin. We got a whistle. Net violation IFA. Point to South Hardin. A lot happening on that play. And South Hardin leads it 6-2. And now Daigle wants an explanation from one of the refs, and here we go with Hollingsworth serving. Serve is received by Camry Kingsfeld. Left side attack, Daigle, and it's out of bounds. Point to South Hardin. So close to being tipped. A timeout has been called by the Cadets. South Hardin 7, Iowa Falls-Alden 2, here in set number 5. South Hardin 7, Iowa Falls-Alden 2. We're in set number 5. Taya Hollingsworth to serve here for South Hardin, who's gotten off to a strong start here in this decisive 5th set. And this one launched by Allen from right to left too far. Back and forth action all night long. Iowa Falls-Alden took the first set 25-23. South Hardin won set 2 25-23. Set 3, South Hardin won 25-11. And set 4, Iowa Falls-Alden won 25-22. Hollingsworth with a service error. Too far long. And the Cadets get a much needed point. It is now 8-3 in favor of the Tigers. And here comes a serve from Allen. They set it up to Tidman in the middle and gets the kill. It was quickly returned on Tidman's first swing, got a second opportunity after the block got sent right back and was able to connect that time. 9-3 South Hardin. Over the net it goes. A set to the left side. Sent over by Lawrence Newman. Left side attack, Mintier, too far long. 9-4 is the South Hardin lead. 6 points away from winning this match here in set 5. Kylie Kingsfeld now to serve. Just gets it over the net. The serve was received by Mintier. Now she arcs it over on the right side. Kingsfeld with a soft set to Daigle, who taps it over very softly. Mintier too far long. 9-5. The Cadets have recorded a couple of much needed points. Here comes the serve from Kingsfeld of IFA. That's Kylie Kingsfeld. And it's a block in the middle by Daigle. And England combining for it, and an attack error into the net by the Tigers. Man, the momentum swings have been back and forth all night long. Takes a lot of grit to keep battling. But that's exactly what both teams have done here in this season opener. Here's a set to the right side. Mintier, playable in the back row for IFA with Wood. Daigle taps it over from the left side, gets the kill. IFA back to within 9-7 here in set 5. After the 9th kill of the match by Daigle. So here comes a serve by Kylie Kingsfeld. Playable for Hollingsworth. It'll be a joust around. A high set. This one to the left. Daigle. It's met by the Tiger blockers. Kingsfeld behind the back set this time. A two-hand push over by Lawrence Newman on the right side. Mintier on the left side hits the line. It's ruled out of bounds. And now it is 9-8. Oh, that was an extremely close one. And a timeout has been called. It appears by Iowa Falls-Alden. South Hardin 9, Iowa Falls-Alden 8, here in set number 5 on 99 The Way. We're in set 5. South Hardin 9, Iowa Falls-Alden 8. The Cadets have battled back from trailing by as many as 7-2 earlier in the set. And now it is anyone's match. First to 15 wins, and you gotta win by 2. Who's gonna dig deep and take home this opening night victory? Kylie Kingsfeld serves it right now for IFA. Playable for Hollingsworth of South Hardin. Set to the middle. What a big time swing in the center by Emma Mintier. Just what the Tigers needed. A beautiful set from Kirsten Winter. Emma Mintier, you know she'll be counted on here throughout the season. She serves it too far long. And now it is 10-9. Still in favor of the Tigers, but another service error by South Hardin. 18 of them, 18 service errors. Here comes a serve by Daigle of IFA. Mintier plays it in the back row, might have been going long. Pushed over with 2 hands by Tidman. The dig is made by Kingsfeld. Attack in the middle, softly arced over the net. What a diving play made by Hollingsworth on the dig. It went over the net, but landed out of bounds. And that ties the match at 10. (10-10), IFA and South Hardin. Set to the left side, Thompson with the shot, kept alive, up in the air and out of bounds. Cadets diving all over the floor, trying to keep it alive. But it proves to be unreturnable. South Hardin 11, Iowa Falls-Alden 10. The Tigers are now 4 points away from the victory. Here comes Tidman to serve. Hits the net on its way over. A diving serve receive made by Daigle. Slapped over by Lawrence Newman. Being tapped around. A dive by Mintier. Behind the back, free ball over the net. Here by Tidman and kept alive. In the middle, it's England. Puts it down inside the line. And we are tied at 11. First to 15 wins it. And the Cadets will serve with libero Camry Kingsfeld. This place quiets down. Here comes the serve. Playable in the back. Behind the back set, Warburton over the net it goes. Went for a pancake save, and Warburton gets the kill for South Hardin. Her 9th of the match. Winter coming back now to serve here for South Hardin. They lead at 12-11. Serve is received by Daigle. Left side attack, Allen gets the kill, and we're tied at 12. Put her right through the South Hardin blockers up on their right side of the net. What a big time play by the Cadets to tie this thing at 12. Now England to serve. Angling to the right. They set it up in the middle. Launched a back line and out of bounds by Anderson. And the Cadets lead at 13-12. And now IFA is 2 points away from the victory. Here comes England to serve. It's received on the other side by South Hardin cleanly. What a shot by Warburton on the left side, and she gets the kill. That ties it up at 13. It's going to be an epic finish tonight. Engelson back to serve for South Hardin. First to 15 wins, but you got to win by 2 points. Here comes a serve by Engelson. It's received by Kingsfeld. England sets up Allen on the left side. What a dig made by Engelson for South Hardin along the back line. Tapped over the net, and it's going to be a point to the Tigers. The Cadets ended up out of sync after Anderson pushed it over. And now it is 14-13 in favor of South Hardin. A point away from the victory. Engelson to serve, match point 14-13 South Hardin. Here it comes, it's received by Kingsfeld. England sets up to Allen, being tapped around, and it's up in the air by South Hardin. Dig is made by Kingsfeld on the other side. England sets up Allen, pushes it across the net, a diving play is made, whistle is blown, under the net is the call against South Hardin. And that ties us up at 14. And the boos raining down. 14 all here in set number 5. Here comes the serve from IFA. It's played cleanly. Warburton, an attack error, and now it's match point IFA. They lead at 15-14 now. Wood to serve to try to put it away. It's received by Hollingsworth. Behind the back set. Tapped over the net here by Anderson. Playable for IFA. Here comes Wood. They collide with each other. Wood collides with England, and we are tied at 15. Just a little bit out of sync on that play were the Cadets. And Hollingsworth will serve now for South Hardin. The first team to take a 2-point lead now will win the match. Hollingsworth serves, and it's going to be an ace. (16-15). Her first ace of the match comes at a crucial point. 16-15 South Hardin. And now they have match point. Serve is received cleanly. England sets it up left side, softly tap over, and it's a kill by Daigle. Tied up now at 16. Perfect placement on the soft tap by Daigle. 16 all. Serve is received by Hollingsworth. Tapped over the net, point to South Hardin. Mintier with the kill. Just able to flick that thing down. 17-16 Tigers. Match point South Hardin. And now Anderson will serve. The Cadets get ready for action in the athletic stance. The serve from Anderson, received by Daigle, swipes the arms through it. Set to the left side, Lawrence Newman. Playable for Anderson, gets the dig. Smacked over by Mintier, right into the net. And now we are tied at 17. Will this thing ever come to an end? 17 all. Iowa Falls-Alden, South Hardin here in set 5. Kylie Kingsfeld now into serve. It goes over the net. Out to the back line. In the middle, it's Mintier. Arcs it over. Kept alive by Kingsfeld. It'll have to be a free ball. Daigle puts it in the net. It's 18-17 South Hardin. Match point Tigers once again. Thompson comes in for the Tigers to replace Engelson. And now it's Emma Mintier to serve at match point Tigers. It goes over the net. Up in the air near the basketball hoop. It's going to be tapped over by Lawrence Newman on the free ball. Left side attack. Thompson over top the blockers of IFA. And the Tigers win it in an epic fashion, 19-17. Hadley Thompson, the game-winning kill. These teams left their guts out there tonight on opening night. And South Hardin wins it 3-2 with a 19-17 victory in set number 5. Post-game coverage is next. A season opener for the ages goes the way of South Hardin in a 5-set barn burn over Iowa Falls-Alden. The set scores are as follows: 23-25, 25-23, 25-11, 22-25, and 19-17. The teams traded match points there in the 5th set, but it ended up being Hadley Thompson recording the game-winning kill to close it out, just putting it over top the blockers of Iowa Falls-Alden. Cadets will look to get a little more offensive, especially early on in matches. A lot of their points early on came from South Hardin errors, so some of those could prove to be the difference in matches down the stretch. But it's evident that the Cadets have taken a step forward as a program. Carly Daigle led with 10 kills for IFA. Leah Allen had 9. But they had 12 service errors to only 5 service aces. Meanwhile, for South Hardin, the kill leader was Lexi Tidman had 9, so did Nora Warburton. Emma Mentier had 8, Hadley Thompson had 7, so did Lucy Anderson. But they had 18 service aces and 18 service errors and 6 aces. So South Hardin moves to 1-0. They will return to action at a triangular at VCLEW on Thursday night. Iowa Falls-Alden is 0-1. They will join AGW Bassar at a triangular at South Tama on Thursday night. We'll have some interviews next on 99 The Wave. All right, got me in that?
Yep.
Okay. It's continuing coverage of high school volleyball on 99 The Wave. I'm being joined right now by Iowa Falls-Alden co-head coach Nikki Allen. An extremely close 3-2 loss here to South Hardin on the road to begin the season. We'll talk about the match specifically here in a sec. A few different things I want to talk about with the match, but I guess to start off, big picture, the fact that you guys are able to come out here and compete as close as you did here on opening night, what can you say about this performance and being able to kind of lay it all out there on the line and ultimately falling just short here in this one?
Yeah, I'm super proud of the girls, and I hope we prove tonight that we're trying to turn around the program, and they just have to believe in themselves throughout the entire match. And I think tonight, like, they fought, and that's all I can ask for at this point is that they fought, they didn't give up, and then we go back to work.
So that first set, you guys are able to win a close one, 25-22. I noticed on the stat sheet, however, throughout that first set, a lot of your guys' points were because of South Hardin errors, not necessarily because of your guys' offense. What was kind of your take on kind of that first set and how you can maybe learn some things from that first set, needing to be more offensive at times?
Yeah, they definitely missed a lot of serves in that first set, South Hardin, which gave us that advantage. Our girls just, they have to. That's a goal of ours, coming out and not getting behind right away. Like, this group of girls has typically had to play from behind. And so that's just that mental toughness that we're trying to tweak for them.
You were behind after a tough set number 3. You were behind for a good chunk of set number 4. But what can you say about being able to battle back and win that one for set 5? That was really epic out there.
Yeah, that's what I told them. I'm like, the old team, they would have, after losing game 2 and 3, they would have been done. And we were behind, and they came back, and that just shows that they have different goals this year. And they fought till the end. We had one bad game in there, I would say, but otherwise, like, we performed well. We need to get our offense going a little bit more. I think just building the confidence in our hitters.
And then in set 5, you had a couple of different set points. Again, you did battle from behind in that 5th set, had a lead at a couple different points. Unfortunately, not quite able to close it out. But what's your take on that 5th set, ultimately falling? Again, just those 2 points short, proving to be the difference here in this one.
I think for them, it's the confidence thing. You could see kind of when it got to that final point, they almost were questioning each other, not trusting their teammates, and they just need to have that confidence that even in those moments, they're going to be able to perform and perform well.
Offensively, Carly Daigle ends up leading the way with unofficially 10 kills, including a lot down the stretch, showing those guts to come back after a little bit of an injury there. Leah Allen, 9 kills as well. So when it comes to kind of those offensive leaders, what would you say about how they were able to perform here tonight?
Yeah, I would say that those two have consistently been our top hitters in practice and stuff. And so the other thing we've really been working on with our setters is their set selection. So, I mean, that makes me happy that those two, had a lot of the kills, because we need to go to our go-to players and really buy into that team mentality that, if somebody's on, that's who we're going to set. And yeah, Carly was battling all night, cramping, and she continued to perform well. So that was awesome for her.
One of the players that kind of stood out a little bit, your setter, Elodie England, ends up, recording a few kills as well. Seems like she's a player that can show off a lot of versatility on that court, right, in that middle spot. What can you say about, the potential for her just as a sophomore, especially being able to kind of mix it up a little bit here in this one tonight?
Yeah, we, are kind of asking Elodie to do some tough stuff this year, but you can tell we don't have a lot of height, so we've got to use, our height to our advantage. And so I think you'll see her growth throughout the year as she just gains confidence in that different role.
All right, and as you move forward, you got a triangular here coming up on a Thursday night with AGWSR in South Tama. I'm sure you probably haven't looked at too much, but big picture, to be able to take some things from this match into Thursday night. How can this team best grow from this match, being right there with an always tough South Hardin team?
Yeah, I mean, they're a good team. They've had a great program, so I mean, they fought too. Like, they were down quite a bit in game 2 and came back on us. So. It was a great battle, and so like I told the girls, like, this is just the beginning of what they can do this season. And that's what they have to believe in. And so we go back to work tomorrow. I mean, I was pleased with our serve reception. And so it's now just like fine tuning things, trusting our team.
You bet. Any final thoughts you want to share here tonight?
I don't think so.
All right, that's Iowa Falls-Alden co-head volleyball coach Nikki Allen. Thank you so much for the time here tonight.
Yes, thank you.
All right, we will continue post-game coverage in just a sec. John Mullins coming to you from South Hardin High School. We're going to wrap this thing up. We'll talk to South Hardin coach Cindy Holmes off the air, and you'll be able to hear those comments tomorrow. But it's 3-2. South Hardin defeats Iowa Falls-Alden. Set scores of 23-25, 25-23, 25-11, 22-25, 19-17. Everything you could ask for from a season opener. Iowa Falls-Alden moves to 0-1 on the season, and they will return to action on Thursday at a triangular at South Tama that will also include AGWSR. And South Hardin is 1-0. They will be at a triangular at at a BCLEW on Thursday night, which will also include South Hamilton. So that is what is coming up for both teams. And our next volleyball broadcast with Radio on the Go Sports Thursday night when West Fork travels to Hampton to Montcal on 104.9 KLMJ. Hope you're able to join me for that. But this has been High School Volleyball on your home for local high school sports, 99 The Wave. I'm John Mullen. We got Coach Holmes coming up here momentarily, so we will actually get her on the air in just a sec. We'll be back in a moment.